So today is the big day. The Spider came back last night. It is now in the garage and the doors have been dropped off by Daniel, so we can take our first look at the new paint job. Okay, let's get in the garage. You can just about see it hiding behind the Evo. It's amazing that the Evo is a low car and looks a lot lower than a lot of normal cars. Then you see the Spider, and Evo isn't a big car either, like older cars are generally smaller. But you see the Evo and then you see the Spider and suddenly the Evo looks like some kind of American SUV. Anyway, let us get the lights on so you can just see the colour there, have a proper look. So cue the angelic music. I think it looks amazing. Once I put it back together, we'll get it out in the sunlight to see the kind of pearl effect properly, because I don't think it comes across that well, but it's got like flecks of blue in it and all sorts. We've got the little center console bits that have also been painted white to match, and the mirrors there. I think it looks fantastic. Also painted the, whatever you call this part here, that's now done too. So I think it just pops is probably one way to put it. And we've got the plastic lenses now in both sides and the clear front indicators. They come from a 1987 Mini, is it? I can put the part number up in the video. But yeah, there we go. So the colour code that I went for is QNC, and that's an Arctic white. It's a Renault colour, and one of the guys who works at Brandt, who I might mention in a previous video, he kind of said it. He's like, you know, it would look good, the trophy white, and that's where this came from, really. I wanted to change the colour, but I wasn't sure what colour. I knew I liked white, but I'm so chuffed that this is the colour that I've gone for, because A, it's a Renault colour, so it kind of keeps it in the family, and it's a colour that's used on the Megane, so it's a kind of nod to my old Megane that I had that I loved and miss a lot. We all do. It's like a piece of the family, piece of the furniture, part of the family. Get there in the end. Yeah, loved that Megane. So it was one of the colours that was used on the Megane, and it was one of the colours that's used on the trophy model, as I mentioned. So that's kind of cool because this car's got trophy parts on it. So I kind of thought that tied in well. And I also thought it tied in well with the fact that it's a Renault Sport colour. It's used mostly on Renault Sport cars, I think. And this is obviously the granddaddy of Renault Sport. This is the first ever car that Renault Sport produced. In fact, on the logbook of this car, it's not a Renault, it's a Renault Sport. So it kind of says a lot, really. I am treading on things, parts. So there we go. The cool thing with these cars is, there's the original bonnet. You can see the difference. It's like, I almost can't remember it in blue now because it looks so good in white. But the thing with these cars is, because there's so few of them around anyway, when one of them gets resprayed, and when all the other owners have put their pitchforks down and their torches and, you know, stop trying to hang people, is you end up with a car that was very unique, that is truly unique. So unless anyone copies me, please don't, even though I've given you the colour code, it ends up being the only one in existence in this colour. And I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. Yes, I am going on, I know. But I will get it all put back together and then we will get it out in the sunshine and have a look at it. The gunmetal is the standard gunmetal. I'll just say before I stop going on with myself, it is the standard gunmetal, but I think because it's new, the shade is slightly different, and also because of the rest of the car being white, it's a real sort of contrast now, so it looks darker, which is fun. Anyway, stop going on, put it back together. Okay, so that's most of the external stuff done, apart from stickers and things. And I've cleaned the interior up, so we can now start putting the interior back in. And then it'll be moving on to the doors. And I need to take this off. Well, not take it off, but I need to adjust this because it's not sitting quite right. Yes, we are getting there, slowly but surely.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Anyway, you get the idea. I'm putting stuff back together. I've got the doors to do, and I've got to adjust the bonnet and sort of give things a clean and what have you, and then just put those final bits back together. I'm not going to bother adding that to this video because it's pointless, because you've already seen me take the things off in one of the previous videos in this little series. So we will rejoin the action with everything done and it being time to fit the stickers.
2,000 years later.
My God, we are done. That took, well, I think it took about 2.5 days to fit the doors and the glass, and then it's taken me about 5 days to get the bonnet sat right because of the fact I've got bonnet pins, and when I kind of jigged the bonnet, the pins wouldn't fit, so I had to come up with a whole new solution to mount the pins, basically. What a palaver. But it is done now. So top tip for anyone with a Spider wanting to adjust the bonnet, best thing to do is to loosen up the 4 bolts that hold the bonnet to the hinge, and then close the bonnet, or put the bonnet, kind of remove everything so the bonnet will sit flush, and then jig the bonnet around and then just go underneath and tighten the bolts up, and that's how you get the perfect fit of the bonnet, so the bonnet's closed and you're underneath. For the doors, I thought I was being really clever, and I was marking up originally, before the doors came off, I was marking up where the washer like spreader plate was for the hinge, and I must have done it wrong, or things have changed, I don't know, but did not fit, did not line up right. So top tip for the doors, for any Spider owners, is to basically just get the doors on roughly, and then close the doors with the door cards off inside, of course, because you can't fit them until you've done the hinges. Get the doors sat right, and then tighten 2 of the bolts up, and then open the door, close the door, put the lift in place, the gas strut, and sort of just finalize it that way. Very quick when you do that, but it took me a while to figure that one out. So anyway, that is all done now. So I've cleaned up bits and pieces, so now we can finally do the stickers. So for the stickers, I did this in a little other video I did, I think, like an update on the Evo. So I've made up some of the original style jack mounting arrows. So the originals are red that came with the car, but I've made some up in black because I think it's a bit more stealthy and subtle. So I've made up a little template here. So it's basically 10 centimeters up from where the fiberglass ends underneath the car, and 37 centimeters in from the rear for the center, 40 centimeters in from the front in the center. So just keep attaching these to this, and then job done. So get that bit done. And then it's going to be fitting up the Spider sticker on the boot lid, on the engine bay lid. That should be easy enough because I can use the original boot lid as a template. And then the Renault Sport badge, which is here, that's going to sort of be hopefully not too difficult because that's obviously recessed on the back of the car. I will show you. So that could be difficult to get a sticker stuck in there. But yeah, you can see it here, but that's all cleaned up, ready to go. See how successful that is. I obviously, because I'm English, I need to fit my Instagram tag where it was before underneath the fuel filler cap, and maybe a few other stickers to sort of brand myself, because that seems to be the order of things these days. And then the last one is going to be the Renault Sport badge on the bonnet here. And I think, although I've had several printed and done, I've got 3D in white, which looks like that there, so it kind of looks like the original. I've got modern style in chrome and silver. I'm not going to go with that, I don't think. There's the silver one. But I also have the 3D style one printed in silver, so printed on silver. So that is what I'm going to go for on the bonnet. So let's get the stickers on, and then we can get the car out of the garage and have a proper look at that paint job. Okay, so that is it. Stickers are on, done and dusted. Hopefully I have got them properly spaced and aligned and all that. And yeah, because my OCD was going a bit mad there at one point, especially with the front badge, which I have actually replaced with another one because I didn't think it looked quite right. But we are done. So all we need to do now is get the car out, and I'll just get some shots of the colour and the finish, etc. In the sunlight. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it kind of gets everything across. So let me know what you think of the colour, and yeah, onwards and upwards to the next video, which I'm hoping is going to be the Evo.
We got lost along this endless road.